All right, everybody, welcome back to Real Gonna Talk TV. I'm fuming, man. I'm absolutely fuming. I don't understand what this guy's done. That guy behind me there, you see him? He's the reason we lost today. Yeah? Him. It's always him. Yeah? Setting up like a dickhead, like a little pussy-hole, afraid to take the game to them. How many times have we got to be the one sitting back and defending? How many times are we going to be that? Why can't we never be the top dog, or at least pretend to be the top dog? Why? What the hell is going on in this guy's head? This guy literally set up to defend the draw. Yeah? You spend all this money on this squad this season. In fact, let me not say he spent all this money. He was given all this money to make this squad right. And I believe the squad is not far off it. Yeah? He has the tools. Even with the injuries that we have, he has the tools. And he sets up like a coward. Absolute coward. Yeah? Oh, it's big, scary Man City. Nah, they ain't big and scary like they were 3-4 years ago. That's not the same city. Yeah? I can't believe these man, bro. In fact, I can. I actually can believe it. And look who's behind him. Look, Dan. Look who's behind him standing there. Do you know who that is, Dan?
No,
Who that is?
I'll be complete,
Huh?
I'll be completely honest. No, I don't.
That's an invincible right there. Yeah? That's an invincible. Coming back to the Emirates, patting his players on the back and walking away for a win. That's Kolo Toure, one of the best defenders we've ever had in the Premier League. Kolo Toure, Yaya Toure's brother. He used to play for us. He's an invincible. That's who's standing there. You know who the real winners were today, apart from City? Liverpool. These men played their game yesterday. First game of the day yesterday, got their win. Yeah? We waited until a day and a half later for us to play. For him to then set up like this. So he actually set up like this with no intention of getting 3 points back. So he's like, you know what, Liverpool, fine. Take your 3 points. We got City at the Emirates and we don't want to lose. So have your 3 points. This week is yours. That's what he said. And he needs to be sacked for that. That is what he said, and he needs to be sacked for that. Yeah? I don't blame the players this time. I cannot blame them. He is the one that picked them and told them how to play. You buying Eze for what was it, 65 plus add-ons? Yeah? You buying Eze and you're not playing the man in the big games. Listen, I have no problem with Marino, but I don't think he's a very good midfielder. I think he's a very good finisher. I don't know about what position he plays in, but he's a very good finisher. That's it with me and Marino. I don't think Marino provides anything in midfield apart from aerial threat. Yeah, that's it. And I actually don't even have an issue with the man too much. It's not his fault. I really do. I do like the way that he finishes. He's a good finisher. That's it. But I don't get why you're buying Eze and you're knocking the man's confidence down in such a big game. Yeah? To play Marino there. In fact, I don't even mind if Marino played today. Yeah? Maybe take off Rice or Zubi and keep Marino if that's what you wanted to do. Zubi Mendy didn't do anything in this game today. Rice didn't do anything in this game today, apart from taking corners. What the actual fuck? I'm actually so disappointed with this manager now. I backed him. I rate him. I actually do. I've grown into rating him. But I can't believe he's done this again. You know what's even worse about this? Yeah. What's even worse about this is our next Premier League fixture is away to Newcastle, like probably our biggest bogey team in the Premier League. Yeah, away to Newcastle. So this man sacrificed 3 points at home to a team that I think we could have beat. Yeah, and now we're gonna have to go and try and get 3 points away from home at a team that we just don't beat away from home. We actually get bullied. Yeah, man. I want Arteta to remember who played that pass for Martinelli. I want him to remember who played that pass because he's gonna try and squeeze in Odegaard again and bench Eze. That's what's gonna happen. And oh yeah, at halftime he subbed off our only attacking threat in Madueke. The only guy that was hurting them, he subbed him off. Fair enough, he brought on Saka, but he subbed him off and he left Trossard on. Trossard, who did fuck all game, literally all game. Trossard was getting bullied. He's too small. We know Trossard's not a starter. Everybody knows that, but you start him. He subbed off your only attacking threat for Trossard. And you bring in on Saka, who I think played all right, but you bring in on a guy who's been injured for the last, month? You bringing him on. What if Saka had pulled his hammy again? Who are you going to sub him up for? Because Madueke is now on the bench. Well, not on the bench. You can't sub Madueke back on. That was poor decision making. And I'm praying, unfortunately, I'm praying that it's probably a minor injury, which is why he had to come off. Because if there's no reason for him to take him off, if that was a tactical change, then this guy's a dickhead, bro. He's an absolute dickhead. He's a jackass, actually. He's a fool. The only player hurting the opposition, you're taking him off at halftime because your whole team setup stank. Oh my God. I can't believe this guy, man. I can't believe this guy. And watch him hype Martinelli now, yeah? I still don't rate Martinelli. I still think Martinelli's finished. Yeah, I'm not even happy about this goal. We should have lost that. I wanted us to lose that. I'm not even joking. What does this point do for us? Yeah? What does it do for us? All that goal shows us is that he needs to play Eze. That's what that goal shows us. Eze is the only person that would play that pass. Odegaard, my man would see that pass and turn around and go backwards. I've seen Odegaard do it. I've seen him look up, see the pass, doesn't fancy it, turn around, either go back to the defense or go sideways. I've seen it. Now you said you don't even know who Kolo Toure was, yeah?
I didn't recognize him.
Hang on. This sort of mentality that Arsenal has, it's not a new thing, you know. We used to play like this under Wenger. We used to play like this under Wenger as well, and Emery. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I feel like we're cursed. We are that solid core that we had in the Invincibles, yeah. It's been coached out of us. These players, I don't know if they don't believe in themselves. Maybe they don't believe in themselves, because I don't know why Odegaard, with all the skill and quality that he has, wouldn't think of playing that pass. And I know he wouldn't think about playing that pass. But sometimes players in key positions that we need them to make those passes in the past, and now they just don't do it. They just don't do it. We just stop. Make the safe pass. Stop, make the safe pass. Stop, make the safe pass. Sometimes we try and make the safe pass, and we pass it short, or we pass it too hard, or pass it behind the play, and then we put ourselves under pressure. And I've been saying this for years. A lot of the goals that we concede, yeah, are down to our mistakes. City, Liverpool, Man United, and Chelsea, like the big six teams, big four teams, should I say, they're the only ones I can say that have scored genuine goals against us, as in they've taken the ball from their keeper, passed it through us, and banged in a goal. Most teams, they hit us on the counter, or it's our misplaced passes that causes people to score on us. Go back and look. A lot of the goals, I'll probably say 80 to 90% of the goals we concede are completely our fault. It's our fault. That Man City goal, I knew it was coming, because what's his name? Haaland. Look, I'm just watching the replay on the TV now. Haaland was actually behind the midfielder. Yeah, we know Haaland's rapid. He ran past the midfielder. Gabriel don't have the pace to catch him. Saliba can see him coming towards him, and he gave him the space. Saliba gave him the space. I think that's bad defending. I think Saliba should have stepped up to the midfielder to cut that pass out. He gave him the space. And I think Raya should be doing better as well. That's on Haaland's right foot. He just passed it in the net, right under his glove. All right, man. These man, like, when it comes to big teams like City and Liverpool, I don't know what it is, man. We just shrink into little boys, even though we have the men on the pitch nowadays. I think we are missing Partey, and I said this before we even sold him. I said we're going to miss Partey. Partey is the one that used to make us tick recently, in recent times. We're going to miss Partey. This is the second time, I believe, this season we as Arsenal fans are fuming at Arteta, because we know he played defensively. We know he played negatively. This loss is on him. It's on him. The squad is good enough to take these men on. This City is not a good City team. It's not. I don't even remember seeing Rodri playing. What's his name? Foden got taken off. Doku was a problem, but we dealt with him. Like, we've got the quality to take these men on. We've proved it to ourselves in the past. When I saw that lineup, man, I just knew we're gonna give up the ball to City, because the Emirates is the Etihad, I guess. So these men come all the way from Manchester to come and play in the Emirates and treat it like a home ground. Because guess what? Our manager said you can use it as a home ground. That was a training session for both the teams. No one was going for it. That was a training session at the Emirates with paying fans. With paying fans. Arteta needs to be ashamed of himself, man. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. That was bad from Arteta. Very, very bad. And another thing that is this man doing? Yeah? He's getting too involved in the game. The ball's running off, coming off the pitch. My man's running out of his technical area to go and get the ball, you know. And then there's a player right by the ball. So he's picking up the ball to just hand it to the player like that. Get the fuck out the way, man. Let the boys play. Let the boys play. You're talking too much in their ears. What's he going to do? Oh, he's going to come into their ears and say, oh, keep playing negatively. Keep playing negatively. Here's the ball. Here's the ball. The fuck? I think Arteta needs to take a step back before he gets sacked. Take a step back and just let the boys play and watch this team flourish. That's it. You see, the managers of the past, like Fergie and Wenger, these men, they had the boys on the training pitch. They talk to them in the changing room before the match, and they let them play. Wenger used to go and try and zip up his coat, 500 times, could never do it. Fergie used to sit back and just chew on his chewing gum. And if things weren't going to plan, they make the sub. They ain't running around doing star jumps on the fucking sideline. Man, this guy is a joke. Looks like a clown on the pitch. Well, on the sideline. I don't want to see my manager doing that. I understand the man is passionate and everything. But calm down, man. Just calm down and let the boys play. Yeah? Your job is to get them ready for the match and let them play. Because these boys ain't idiots. I'll tell you that. They're not idiots. They're smart enough to read the game. I trust these boys. I do. Even though I feel like we're slightly weaker in midfield because Partey is gone, I trust them. I trust the defense. I trust the midfield. I don't necessarily trust Odegaard to make the right passes or to hurt the opposition with a killer pass. But we got Eze now, and I trust him to do it. We got Madueke. I trust Madueke to take his defender on every single time if he's got the energy to do it. I trust Eze if he's on the left to take his defender on as well. Apart from that, I don't really trust Martinelli or Trossard. I trust them as impact subs, yeah. But another thing, no one's making the passes for Gyökeres, man. Look at the runs Haaland was doing, and they were finding him every single time. Whether or not it came to nothing, or he came to something, they found him. He made that run, they found him. We're not doing it. Now, let me tell you another thing. When Arteta left City to come and manage us, everybody said he's copying Pep. Yeah? He copied the inverted fullback. He made us play a bit more negatively, blah, 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 blah. Watch what he's gone and done now. He went and get his Scandinavian striker, who's a bad boy finisher, who's got pace. He's a copy of Haaland. He's a B-Tech Haaland. I rate him, but the system doesn't suit him. Arteta's literally he's copying Pep's homework, man. That's what he's doing. Watch him go and get a giant goalkeeper next, yeah? Watch. Watch him go and get a 6'8" goalkeeper to match Donnarumma. Because remember, Raya's small, isn't it? Raya's small. So my man is going to say, oh shit, Pep's gone for a massive goalkeeper, someone that fills the goal. I need to go and scout for a giant goalkeeper and sell Raya. I don't even know how tall Arrizabalaga is, Kepa. Maybe he's that guy already. I don't know. But anyway, man, I've been waffling on for quite some time now. God. Steve, what you got to say?
Oh, it's like everything I say comes to fruition. It's a hard pill to swallow, but I always been saying, I said this to my boys. This is gonna be a make or break for Mikel Arteta. And let's be real, he played like he made this team a pussy. That whole starting lineup, what the hell was that? I'm expecting to see Mosquera in the lineup. Why is Saliba playing when he rolled his ankle?
That's
Why?
it. That's
I'm expecting I'm expecting to see Eze in the 10. Why is Marino playing? Well, let me say he was the fourth best Real Sociedad player in that team. And we signed him. That was Mikel Arteta's signing. And we've seen it. Eze started as a sub. That's not his signing. That's not his signing. That's Andrea Berta's signing. And he's starting on the sub.
My man's afraid that Eze is going to ball out And then he's going to be like, oh shit, I need to bench my captain now. He's afraid for Eze to ball out. He's afraid for Wanyeri to ball out so that he's forced to take Odegaard out. That's what's going on there.
Why is Trossard playing? Why
I
is Trossard playing?
listen, even if it's a tactical thing, I don't get it. Trossard is small. Trossard's going to get bullied by these defenders. Trossard doesn't have the pace. The only thing I can think of is maybe he's hoping that Trossard can be the one to make the pass for Gyökeres. That's all I thought. I was like, that's probably the only thing Trossard's there for.
He was nowhere to be seen in that game.
Because he
Nowhere.
gets bullied out of the game. Has Trossard ever had a good game against City? I can't even remember. I don't think he has.
He hasn't. And that's what I've been saying. This manager is not really good. This manager is a scrub. And I've said this for 5 continuous years since this guy joined our club. I did not want him in this club. I did not want him to be our manager at all. I did not want him. Ancelotti was available before he went to Real Madrid. Yeah? Zidane, Zidane was about to leave Real Madrid. We could have gotten him. Conte, we could have gotten him. Why are the clubs lower than us, the clubs fighting relegation, as Everton managed to get Ancelotti to come to their club? Why? Ancelotti is a proven manager for every league he's stepped on. He's won titles in every league he's stepped on. I believe it wasn't. I believe the French league he hasn't stepped on, but he's won every single league apart from the French league.
Well, the only
This
place
manager,
at Everton.
pardon?
The only place Ancelotti struggled was at Everton.
Yeah,
It was at Everton.
this manager is a fraud, and I've been saying this. Why is Nicolas Jova touching Ranieri? Why is Nicolas Jova not sitting his backside down on the bench?
Because this club is a TV show. Who's ever said it? We see it. They're a TV show. We had the Amazon documentary, yeah? And these men are trying, they're like, oh shit, the documentary is over. We still need to have some airtime. I still need to see the manager. I still need to see the assistant manager, the fucking set piece coach, the kit man. I need to see. We need to be out there for people to see us. People don't care about you, man. We care about the 11 men in red. That's what we care about on the pitch. We don't care about you. Stop making it about you. Stop running around trying to catch the ball to get the game. This is what I don't get. He's making the fellas play slow football. But then when the ball comes out of play, he's quick to get it back in play. Like, that must be so confusing for the players. Oh, but hang on. He wants us to play slow, methodic, controlling football. But as soon as the ball gets up, here's the ball, here's the ball. I would be confused. I would be confused. Look at him. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Now, as I'm looking at this picture there, I can tell you one thing. You see that guy that's blurred out behind him there? That guy? See how he's blurred out and the focus is on Arteta? That guy's going to be the next big thing. Yeah? When he goes into senior management, yeah, he's going to overshadow this guy. He's going to make him look like a fool. Now, going back to what you said, you don't rate Arteta or whatever you said. I think Arteta's grown enough. I don't think Arteta's inexperienced. I think Arteta's built this club. He's made us who we are now, a very strong.
He's built this club, He's built the foundations for this club, and that's it. The guy can't take us above the line. This guy cannot make us finish.
I
This
don't
guy
feel
cannot make us win a title. And as long as this guy is in our club, we've been now a cancer for this Premier League. We cannot win a Premier League title as long as this asshole is still in this club. And I've said this so many times. He should not even be stepping foot in through the doors of Arsenal for him to be the manager. He should not. We are not an ambitious club anymore. Fuck this all. Fuck this. Oh, we were the set piece gods. No, we're not.
so what the
Fuck
hell does
all
that
this.
mean? Where's the title for the where's our set piece title? If you're set piece gods, I want to see a title for it. Yeah? Not a prem title, a set piece title. Give it to them. Yeah? David Raya, Golden Glove. Hey, okay, where's your title, bro? Where is your title? Dan, this guy saw Liverpool go 3 points ahead yesterday and said, I'm going to set up for a draw. That's what he said. That is exactly what he said. And he needs a hard slap, not behind his head, in his face for that. Boy, I don't understand, man. Wenger used to do this. Like we had some mediocre teams, but there was individual sparks in those mediocre teams, and I believe we could have taken on the bigger teams at the time, but we chose not to. We chose not to when we needed to. We needed to take Liverpool on. When was that? The second game of the season, isn't it? Yeah, we needed to take Liverpool on. We went out there to play terrorist football. Today, at home, at home in front of your paying customers and fans, terrorist football again. Terrorists. So check this out. 3 holding midfielders. 1 winger whose end product isn't the best at the moment, and I'm not going to knock him for that. I like Madueke now. I do. The other winger on the left ain't got no pace. So all summer, we're trying to sort out the left. We kind of sorted out with Eze. And don't play him on the left during a big game. Play Trossard. So 3 holding midfielders, a winger who doesn't have much great end product. The other winger ain't doing shit. And Gyökeres he's just there chilling with the defenders.
And you know what he does? He's like, okay, let me go sub on a guy that just torn his right hamstring
Half time as well.
and pulled his left hamstring and make him play the second half. This guy's an idiot, an
Bro,
absolute idiot. And
Madrid,
this guy is a nice resemblance of what Arsenal fans are. They'll go on Twitter and say, that was a defensive masterclass from Arsenal. That was a brilliant strategy for Mikel Arteta. It was a poor result at the end, but well done, boys. On to the next game. On to the next game at Newcastle. Bearing in mind, these guys don't have Alexander Isak. And I'm telling you now, next week, if we lose to these guys
and we're gonna
who, who doesn't have Alexander Isak on their team anymore.
Newcastle 8 points right now. Yeah. And if one team is gonna give Newcastle confidence in getting points, it's us. It's us. Because they're gonna bully us. You see that little Zubimendi guy, yeah? You see him. Boy, he's gonna get clamped up, bro, at St. James's Park.
Joe Linton is
Joe Linton's gonna kick him
lips
all over the place and laugh. Yeah?
Bruno Guimaraes is licking his lips right now. Pause. This manager has no class. This manager has no shame in anything he's doing right now. Now, that's another thing that pisses me off because he's going to go sit there in the press conference and lick Gabriel Martinelli's ass. Say, oh, Gabby's doing well. Gabby's shown very great courage in training, and that's why he played. Oh, Trossard, that nice little sub that I gave it. I put him on the sub in Real Sociedad, and he scored. He proved to me. His aura proved to me why he should be playing, and we're doing that. Eze started on the bench twice in games we should have won twice.
Bro, this guy's walking around with a shotgun pointed at his foot and he's shooting himself in the foot. He has the tools for it. He bought the tools. Whether he bought it or the club provided him the tools, he has the tools and he ain't using the tools. He's not. I'm not gonna lie. Saliba, this game wasn't even. I think we have the better squad.
This game wasn't supposed to be Saliba's game. End of. It was supposed to be Mosquera's game. Mosquera would have
Earned
dominated
that start.
and bullied Haaland.
He earned that start.
He earned it.
Because you cannot bring Saliba in to a high pressure game. Yes, yes, we know Saliba is top class, but the guy came for how long has he been off? He hadn't played the last 2 games, was it?
3 weeks.
Yeah, you bringing the man in cold into a high pressure game when Mosquera's proven to you that he can do it. What you do, you sabotaging yourself. You see Saka and Saliba. I think we could have done without them today. They didn't need to play.
We could have.
I think Saka came on and he changed the dynamic of the game, yes, because he plays differently to Madueke. But he didn't have to be there. Why couldn't Madueke stay on for 80 minutes or 70 minutes? Why? The man he was taking on the defenders. He was. He actually was. Lord have mercy with this guy, bro. Oh my.
And there's another elephant in the room.
I'm telling you this now.
I want to go back to Mikel Merino.
What
the fuck are you still doing in my club?
We are gonna go to St. James's Park with that same midfield that started today. I don't think Trossard's gonna be on the left. I think he'll play Eze on the left. But that same midfield. And watch him drop Saka. Watch him drop Saka. You know what he could have done today when he brought Saka on? He could have put Madueke on the left because we saw Madueke cook on the left as well. He ain't got no balls, man. Look at him, look at him, look at him. Look at him hugging Pep. Look at him hugging Pep. Pep's like, you're an absolute idiot. Look, they're interviewing him now. I actually want to hear what nonsense he has to say. Oh, he's very proud of the team. We dominated them. Started incredibly well.
I've said this over and over and over again. We have a great team. This summer, we saw Arsenal spend a lot in their history. A lot. We got so excited for what was to come for the Premier League. We saw a shit show against Man United. We saw us whoop Leeds. Come on, that's Leeds. We went to Liverpool and we did not start Eze. We went to Liverpool. They scored an absolute worldie of a free kick against us. We lost. Now we're back to square one with this idiot. Those two teams we've played, beat us for the Premier League titles.
Yeah, in the last.
Man City and Liverpool. And we're going to their ground for a draw. They're coming to our ground,
And we
and
played.
we're playing for a draw.
This guy is playing today. It's like he thought he had the team when he was playing, a not so good team, a team that cannot stand up to Man City. That's how he behaved today. He behaved today like he doesn't have the tools, and he's got the freaking tools. Anyway, people, we're gonna do player ratings tomorrow. Dan, you're gonna be available tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give our full, oh boy, a proper review after we've calmed down because I'm fuming, man. I'm not happy about this. I'm not. I'm not. This team, bro. I, just not.
We have a very good squad there.
Yeah, we
Very
got.
good starting team. And
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta is doing fuckery like this.
But as I said, I want him to remember who played that pass for that goal. Not who scored the goal, who made that goal. Remember who made that goal. Because if he wasn't on that pitch for the whole game, that pass ain't being made. That pass is not being made.
How is our rivals just up the road managed to beat them in their ground 2-0? But we can't.
Yeah. And did Brighton beat them as well? And that's what happens when you take the game to City because that City team isn't good enough. Take the freaking game to them. Treat them like a little team.
Because they are.
No, they're not. You know what I mean? I mean,
They are.
treat them like then the guys won the treble. The guys have won more titles than we
They
in
just
our history. All right, they ain't no little team. But what I mean is, have the bloody cojones. Take them on. Take them on. You take that City team on. You let them know we are the Arsenal. We win that game. Yeah.
but we're not. Because we are showing them we are Arteta FC and we're pussies.
Anyway, mate. Listen, people. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for the support. We're close to 1,000 views in a month, which is I wasn't expecting that. So thank you everybody for all your support. Yeah, we're out. Then peace. And remember this guy. Yeah, they both played under Wenger. He's the real deal. Remember that. In a bit, bro.